Okay, shalom, shalom. Hey, shalom, shalom. Just look it up. You can't get on my big headed. Oh, well, all right. Well, you got it. Like you fix it. First off, we'd like to say,
Kal halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wakapadas.
Tawada, Yahweh for giving us Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh by Shemai Shai in them. Double honors to the CT bishops, all right, elders of GMS, our Begakim, and greetings and salutations to the Akim in this country and all over the world, prophesying in the true name of Yahweh by Shemai Shai, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who are descendants from those people on their father's side. Shalom to those who are scattered abroad. Here we are, Let the Scripture Speak, NYC, usher the King of the universe, right? I'm King Yahweh Shai. All right, are you over here? All right. That's good. We got another priest in the house. All right, priest. You got it, bro? All right. Yeah, I'll try something. Whatever. So yeah, come man. So we're here in the spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shai, right? Coming as what the men of the Lord will be doing, okay? Which is basically to prophesy, okay? Prophesy our great King and the great Son of Upper Yahweh upon the nation of Israel, all right? We're at that time because all these current events that's happening now is speaking, is showing that we're in those times, man. All right, of the great day of our deliverer, the Son of the Father. All right, and you know, basically, we're listening to the Apostle Hour show, on the way to camp, and he went into the word visa. He went into the word visa, okay, which proves to you, the Yahweh Shemai Shai is what our apostles, man. Okay? Because here's a word that's been around that we deal with every day, and I never even looked that word up. All right? And the word visa, basically, well, we're going to go right into it. We're going to go right into it. But basically, it basically confirms what it correlates with the major prophecy, man, of the MOTB. Okay, all the stuff that the true men of the Lord has been talking about, which is Revelation 13 and 16, it deals with that. Okay, aren't Visa's credit cards? Isn't a credit card was one of the preludes to the MOTB? All right, it's one of the preludes to it. A digital currency. No cash.
It's also meant for you to travel. That's right. Visa passport.
The definition for visa, it says an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter these. It says an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, leave, or stay for a specified period of time in a country.
It's a stamping deal, right? It's an imprint. See? Yeah, all things connect. Like bitches that travel. Oh, how many stamps you got or whatever, right? That's talking about how many times how many other countries or different countries you've been into, right? Right. So that's big, right?
You read that again.
Yeah, read that again.
It says
It's
an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, leave, or stay for a specified period of time in a country.
Enter or leave. Right? Like the title is, it means what? Basically entry or exit. Right? It's not the scriptures talking about that there's going to be a time where you can't enter or exit in these latter days, you're going to have a document, some kind of, like it describes here, a document of some sort, right, for you to go from place to place. We can go into what 2 Corinthians 15 chapter as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And basically one of the major prophecies, right, which is the MOTV, which is I like to say the passive technology, because we got about the code of substitute. The MOTV prophecy deals with you if you're able to, have permission to go somewhere or not.
Yeah.
Even furthermore, to even buy something or not.
Yeah.
Right? No matter what stature or class you are, whether it be a low stature or high stature in society. So one more time, read that.
It says, visa, an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, leave, or stay for a specified period of time in a country.
More, right? More?
Now I had the etymology now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. It says, visa, it says from 1831, official signature or endorsement on a passport. It says from French visa, from modern Latin, charta visa, verified paper, literally paper that has been seen. It says from Latin videre, to see. It says from French past participle of viser, to examine, view. It says the credit card of this name was introduced in 1976. Examine. So like when you take the chip, that's going to signify that you're pretty much part of the system.
Right.
It also says something. It also says to see. When you go into the MOTV, you can even say the word karama. But when you go into the word karama, that comes from the word, I believe, it goes from karagma to karax and on to grapha, right? And grapha means basically the writing. We all know that because it relates, you hear it relates to the word graffiti, right? Graffiti is something that you write on the walls or whatever have you, right? So grapha means the writing. So what does that mean? That just right there in that definition or etymology means that to see the writing, to see the writings which you basically be your documents. You know what I mean? No. And that's what basically MOTV is. It's going to have all your writings or basically your documents, your health condition, your blood type, your bank account information, your social security card information, basically all your writings. And usually you would have some paperwork. Right now we have a paper form of our identity, which is birth certificates, social security cards. Right now when you get a job or you got to show proof or whatever, you gotta show your birth certificate, your social security card. They have the table. Whatever have you, copy it. But first it's a paper form, and it shows the writings of who you are. What we're saying is it's going to be, the major prophecy is the writing is going to be in his digital device. All right, which again, the visa, the apostle are broken down to the spirit. The visa just proves that once again. And this is supposed to be our base. I never even thought of it like that. You see the both sides working with our apostles and on down, us men. You're the Holy Spirit. Okay?
I'm in the blue letter and I'm looking up Mark in Revelation 13 and 16, and it says, it goes back to the word Latin paragma, and if you go to the Strong's definition, it says paragma from the same as G5482, which is parax. Right? Yeah. But G4882, let me look at the mark. It says a scratch or etching. Right? And it says a stamp as a badge of servitude.
Hold on.
Right?
A
badge of servitude. Like you could just imagine like a badge or like a little thing you sew on your shirt. Yeah, I'm alone in Esau. Or like they do the cows, they put their own stamp on there, right? So it's a badge of servitude, and this is why the Most High told you Israelites not to take it that mark, because you're basically saying or telling Esau as well as the Most High that you serve Esau as your master, not the Most High. You see, and that's why the punishment for receiving that mark is so harsh. Not harsh, but it's so that judgment is so swift and brutal, because you're basically choosing a devil for your master, man.
I got you right here.
All right.
Just to back you up. So you said you're going into the word. You said the key word. You went into the word master, but also you said a stamp of servitude.
It says, yeah, a badge. Yeah, it said, I'll go over.
That's charagma?
Yeah.
You got it.
It said charagma.
Oh, it is?
Okay. Okay. We'll go in first. It says strong. It says charagma, from the same as charax. It says a scratch or etching, i.e., or example, a stamp as a badge of servitude.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is basically what we're signifying is that the MOTB is basically you're pledging allegiance to the system and stamping yourself as a servant.
Right. So, yeah.
That's saying that, look, I serve this society. Whatever you tell me to do,
Yeah.
I acknowledge you as my master, this government, and I'm a servant.
And I accept everything in your society. I accept your ideology.
Yep.
I denounce any other ideology.
Including religion.
I denounce my heritage. I'm not with the Most High. My power is Esau.
That's right.
You see?
That's right. And that's why it's important to have the spiritual mark.
So what?
The spiritual mark.
The spiritual mark. Ezekiel 9:4. Let him. Yeah,
Okay.
something.
I was going to say, with the chip, they'll be able to control your thoughts too.
Ah,
They already have that technology.
Right.
Will be.
I think it's called dream hacking, where they're actually going people's dreams and like put advertisement in them, like they'll put Coca-Cola in the dream,
crazy.
and the person will wake up
Right.
needing Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So Esau could easily influence you to do even more wickedness.
Hold on,
No,
that's sci-fi. You think sci-fi talk?
Oh, yeah.
We don't live in that world, right?
Yeah.
But you're right,
man.
brother. You know why? Because we were just what was it talking about? Oh, I was at last camp or camp before, right? When we at your crib doing a video, and we were talking about do dead hangings on a dead hanging on a bar. When you do pull-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like a few days later, I get a video on my algorithms talking about doing dead hanging on pull-ups.
This is for you.
Yeah, this is for you. So basically, what you're saying, not only that's another version of what you're saying, that your phone actually listens to you and suggests things to you. Right. That's the kind of a form you're saying as well.
I was gonna say they do that. They have a form of that already. That's what marketing is. Just like you said, your phone. That's why whenever you go on your phone, on your computer, there's always advertisements. It's always selected for you.
Yeah, things you
Right?
watch.
Right? Or the things you look up. That's why if you see my shows, you see advertisements, you see phones. No, I'm sorry. You see cameras.
Right.
I'm in the cameras and shit. You see cameras advertising. Because that's what I look up. You see, so yeah, that's true. They already do that. Also, when you watch, if you watch a commercial, you watch a McDonald's commercial, yeah, you like, damn, this example. You're like, damn, I just want a McDonald's, or I just want a burger, right? But a fucking Big Mac is on the screen or some shit, But that's all marketing,
Yeah. So the back what you just brought out. This is Exodus. If it rains, we'll just go to our spot over there.
All right.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 4. The points in like 5 and 6. And you got it now.
Yeah.
It says, if his master given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges he shall also bring him to the door or onto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with them all, and he shall serve him forever.
Yeah, the all that goes into basically the piercing. What was in your ear or what was in your ear? Or,
Yeah, your ear.
it was your ear, right? It was a physical mark or a physical instrument that would bore in your ear, and that would be a sign or badge of serving. You serve this master. Like you're under servitude under this particular master. Yeah. Alright. Let me grab my umbrella. Yo, grab the phone. Go. Grab my umbrella.
I got my umbrella. Yeah, right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah, we had to move real quick. You good, right? Something good. No, you want to come? Whatever. We'll do a joint camp. I don't know. We want to join camp?
Yeah, we can
join one. Let me see. We will switch it over.
Bring it over.
All right. Yeah, we'll do a join.
There you go. Good on there.
I don't know where you're going into, but we're going into all right.
Where you going into?
We're going to the we saw Pastor show,
Yeah.
and we're going into the word visa.
Okay. Yeah. You
know, but,
can do it from that.
Now, whatever you guys want to do.
We'll see what
We're gonna do a joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whoever talking.
Who's speaking? Okay.
So we want to set up camp slot. Yeah, we're gonna do a joint camp with the spirit. You know. Yeah. So like Lamar just said, we're going into prophecy, man. You know, and basically, we're looking at Pastor show, and he went into the word visa. And we're just bring some edification with that, relating it to the MO2B. And when you go into the word visa, it's pretty heavy. That's been in front of our faces our whole lives, and it basically means, at the end of the day, entry or exit deals with that. Also verifying documents. Verifying your documents, what country you're leaving and what country you're going to, and how long you're staying. And he was referring to a Donald Trump speech, okay, that he made before when he was running for president. Not even when he was elected, but when he was running for president, he made a reference to saying biometric something visa will be enacted when he's a president, something to that effect. So like the Apostle said, whether he knew it or not, he could have been speaking in code, but it went over everybody's head. Everybody thought he was talking about, whatever, securing the border, but he was really talking about, he was really talking about the MOTV, the passive technology, which is a major prophecy of the sign of our Lord. All right?
You got to bring it out again.
Yeah, we'll bring it out again.
Yeah, this is the meaning for visa. And Google.com, it says an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, leave, or stay for a specific period of time in the country.
Right. Yeah, certain cases, a person may have a work visa. So, depending on the time of the work visa, they're able to come into the country and work, but it's not granted full residence. That has to come with a green card, right? But Go ahead, read that.
It says an endorsement on the passport indicated that the holder is allowed to enter, leave, or stay for a specified period of time in the country.
Right. Go ahead. So it's a form of a tracking system. And now in the ancient world, you didn't need a visa. You know, the fact that you even need a passport to travel around is showing that we're being controlled. And we under the rule of the elites. You gotta get identification. And you have a SSI number. Because your SSI number, what it is your product number. And then you have a birth certificate, which is your warehouse receipt. Or it's likened to a warehouse receipt. You know? So we all are considered property to the elites. That's why they want to bring in the MOTB, because that's their form of branding their livestock. Because they see the people as being sheep. Now, real quick, since I was going into that, I just typed in companies that produce grain, CHIPS, and you know, they give you Neuralink.
Neuralink, of course.
I'll let the brothers read it. You know, there's a few of them. But the most popular one is Neuralink, being well, Elon Musk his face is being used as the face of Neuralink, but you know he's controlled. But it's not just Neuralink. There's a lot of companies that are producing these technologies, and I forget the term or the year. There was a year that they pushed out a lot of funding. They released the funding for these different manufacturers to produce and develop more of this device. You know, you guys, you read a few.
It says company brain chips. It says Neuralink, Paragramics, Kernel, Synchron.
So that's just a few. And then I typed this. It's hard to pronounce though. But I type in I'm gonna say this in code.
Actually, this brother got something to bring out real quick.
M chips, right? I said RFID, you know, companies, and there's a few of them, and then there's over 16 companies, might be more, that are producing the RFID.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically it's like the elite set up how you say it, like a competition or a race. Whatever company can come up with the best technology for the passive, for the MOTB. The same thing what happened with the jump shot. You had many different companies, so-called developing the venom juice, right? Same thing with MOTB. So it's like a race. Who's going to make the best one? It's a little Freemason game they do.
Right. They have what do you call that? RFID race, or brain chip race. Who could produce the best, the more reliant. So there's competition among these different companies. Some is more popular than others, but the aim is, because it's all under one agenda, and that's to stamp the whole world.
Oh, just to back you up, Block. Just like maybe remember, Sleepy Joe Biden, he brought up, he was like, yeah, it was a competition through all the nations. So they said, yeah, we don't want to be the last ones to invest in the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. So that's another proof, that these other nations, they're all in, on the same cahoots, man. And all these nations were competing to develop a central bank digital currency. You know what I mean? So they're all in it together.
That's right.
It's like a version of the Cold War, when Russia and America were trying to develop missiles. The arms race, right? The arms race. But it's like that with these tech companies. They're trying to race to develop these CHIPs. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's the end goal. That's Esau's plan, to see him the whole world, right? The whole world. What we at?
I think that's Revelation 13.
Oh, yeah, so
I was going to say that's why they want so much emphasis on controlling Taiwan, because Taiwan is the only place on earth that is a certain type of chipset,
Right.
a way it can handle the advanced algorithms of AI that they
Right.
use.
And that's why China wants to invade Taiwan and take them over, because they know that's it's a strategic move, because they know that'll hurt America in their plans to produce those potato chips, you know.
Pringles. That's
Just start using the word Pringles.
Pringles, yeah.
They want to judge with the Pringles.
Yeah.
If I can say, the devil you want Noah, he said basically that's the new gold rush. He said that's the new gold rush. Everything towards the chips and the information.
Gold rush,
He said basically whoever controls the information will be the new gods of the earth.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. Yeah, right there. Ezekiel 28. Yeah. I got definition of endorsement real quick. Bring it out. Endorsement.
Yeah, I got Super 28.
It says approval or sanction. It says the placing of one's signature, instructions, etc. on a document. Right? Did you read that verse with endorsement?
It was part of the
definition.
How's the hermeneutics, right?
But you read that again? Yeah. Where it says endorsement. Because that's why I looked this up. I'll continue. It says the signature, instructions placed on the reverse of a commercial document for the purpose of assigning interest therein to another. A clause under which the stated coverage of an insurance policy may be altered, blah blah blah. But that signature is important, right? Because it's like the other definition. If you go, I just read it for Mark in Revelation 13 when it says the definition of charagma. It's a stamp or in right, which comes from charagma. It's a stamp, right? Like when you stamp, just like when you stamp a visa when you travel. You know, bitches, like I said, bitches say, how many stamps you got? Because they each city or place you visit, they stamp you in and stamp you out, right? And that's exactly what they want to do with the Pringles, right? They want to stamp you, you know. And and once you have that stamp or that endorsement, you're saying to the Most High, Esau is my power, you know, and I accept any and all things Esau pushes, which is his ideology, which is, you know, what's a man, what's a woman, you know what I'm saying? You're
Babylon.
Yeah,
Knowledge, you know?
the Babylon Jews. You're acknowledging Esau as your father or your God, and you're embracing all the ideology that comes with Esau being your power. And you're not dealing with the Most High. That's why the judgment of that mark is so harsh, man. All right.
Got the word.
Okay, we can read that.
Just from answermonline, I found for the word Jesus, the main word.
Right.
It says official signature or endorsement on a passport.
Right. Official signature or endorsement on a passport. See? And I got the definition of charagma. It says
The signature basically means like insignia, right? Like a sign.
oh, it's like a sign, right?
Sign, right?
Yeah,
Signet,
yeah,
right?
signet. That's right. That's
That
right.
means like almost like a stamp or a pen, right?
Right.
It's like you know, in ancient world, you had an ancient form of notary.
Yeah.
You had a signet, you would stamp your signet as something has to do with this document.
Right. That means something like notarized. You know,
Notary,
right?
Yeah, like a type of seal, right? A signet, yeah. It says charagma is a scratch or etching, i.e. stamp, as a badge of servitude, right? Just like we went into Exodus, going into the all that a slave would use to signify what slave master he belongs to.
And not only that, it said it signified that I love my master.
See, yeah.
And I don't want to leave him. So
You see?
it was more than saying I serve you. I love him.
And I'm for everything he is about.
Yeah, I don't
That's
want to
why,
leave him.
that's why it's better to get the mark that Ezekiel 94 mark, because you're telling the Most High that the only way you get that mark is if you acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushai as your master. You know?
I got something real quick to say that. Now this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 23. Ye are bought with a price. Be not ye the servants of men.
Yeah, you are bought with a price, man. If you're on his side, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you belong to the Most High, man. You know, and the Most High is a jealous power. If you serve another master, what do you think the Most High is going to do to you, man? We are bought. The scriptures speak about we are bought with a price. Yahweh Shai gave himself up for the nation, man. And if you turn your back on the Most High, what do you think he's going to do to you? It's a harsh judgment that's going to come down, man. Revelation 14 explains it.
We are already property.
Yeah,
we're already property to Yahweh Shai.
There you go.
Because Yahweh Shai, he went across to purchase us.
Yeah.
So we his property.
Yeah.
So now you give over ownership to the Esau elite. The Lord see that as abandonment. You know, well, this is who you serve.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're gonna die.
Yep.
And a lot of why you say it, like properties are confirmed by contracts.
Yeah.
We already have a contract. We have a I believe even like you even correlate the word ransom into that, right? Because ransom means we were given ransom, from the other shop.
Yeah.
Again, going back to Rear's property.
So we have payment.
Yeah.
That's right. Property is something you pay for. Ezekiel, somebody don't have it. You got it.
Revelation 13 and 13. It says, he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
Now that's going into prophecy again. They say he doing great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven. And that fire that came down from heaven was the atomic bombs. Now, why is this important? Because the Most High has to bring up World War II. Because what happened post World War II? That's when America became a superpower. That's when the world transitioned from the British pound to the U.S. dollar being the world reserve currency. So that's America becoming a superpower and becoming great. It happened after World War II. Then post World War II, that's when you had the formation of NATO and the EU.
Even the Balfour Declaration.
He doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
That's talking about Esau to America.
It says on the earth.
Because before you talk about the woman that rotted on the scarlet colored beast, you gotta go to who the woman is, how the beast was even formed.
It says, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
And again, America is that woman that's riding on that scarlet colored beast. And that scarlet colored beast is NATO and the EU. Now, what's the difference between NATO and the EU? NATO is the military, and the EU is the economic division. So you have one military division, you have the economic division. But it's all of the same beast.
Separate engines and more.
That
It says, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. It says,
So that was the first time the world was exposed to atomic warfare, and they had the nuclear arms race, and they put more funding on research to the nuclear missiles, because they went from atomic to nuclear. Right? See, that's the thing. People talk about the end of the world, People been saying that for ages. But guess what? The end of the world started 2,000 years ago. Our Shah was on the scene. But prophecies had to take place. There's a lot of events that have to take place to lose the destruction. Okay?
Verse 14. It deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Now, when you look at that word deceiving, it doesn't really mean to lie to someone. It actually goes a little deeper into the word. You have a better the word deceive in the Greek. Yeah. Because deceive doesn't really mean to cause somebody to be, delusional or whatever. It goes on purpose.
So the Greek is panaho, which means to cause to stray.
The word is panao. That's where we get the word planet. And the word planet means, the word planet really means, or panao means to wander around. So the word deceive really means to go astray. So when it says he caused them or he deceived them on the earth, meaning he caused them to go astray.
It reads to cause to stray, to lead astray.
But that's the word planeo means. You get the word planet means something that wanders. That's what the planet was named planets, because they looked up in the sky and the stargazers would look at the skies and they would look at the alignments of the stars and would move around. So they called it planets, something that moves around, wanders.
It says, lead aside from the right way, to go astray, wander, roam about.
That's what it means. So now when we read this again, it makes more sense. Read that again.
And then Revelation 13 and 14. He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
So now pick up the word deceive and put the word phrase go astray.
It says and to make them go astray that dwell on the earth.
And the whole world follows the format of America. If America say homosexuality is okay, you should get them right. What's the world going to do? They're going to follow right along. So the world is following the format of America. America is a superpower. Go ahead.
It says by the means
woman liberty. Now the world accepts the concept of woman liberty, woman being in the workforce, woman being hoes, driving cars, single motherhood. Okay.
By the means of those miracles which he had power to do.
Now it says by the means of those miracles. The word miracle simply means wonder. A wonder is something that look at the word wonder, matter of fact. Look at the word wonder. Because we look at the verse above, it has the word wonder in it. And it shared the same Greek word for miracle. Can I read that?
It says wonder, feeling of surprise mingled with admiration.
That's what happened. So that's the wonder. So when America dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the world looked at that as great admiration, like, oh shit, you don't want to get on America's bad side. So that was the first time that the world even exposed that. So the whole world was in fear until Russia began to have their own development, and it led to a nuclear arms race. Go ahead.
It says, a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration, caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable.
Unfamiliar. So you see something unfamiliar, you're like, damn, you wandering,
Yeah.
Never see that one before.
It was totally unexpected to them Ammonites. They didn't expect that.
By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which
Now,
had
what's the image? The image is not talking about Cesare Borgia. Now, the image is talking about a format, and that format was the format of ancient Rome. That's why you go to school, they teach you what? They teach you Greek mythology. to teach you all of the ancient Roman ways.
It says that they should make an image to the beast.
Like we go to the law, we go to the court system. A lot of the laws goes back to the ancient Roman laws, and a lot of the law phrases is in the Latin format after ancient Rome. So that's the image of the beast. America formatted after the ancient Roman Empire and creating the former NATO and the EU. Okay?
Which had that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and dead lips.
The beast is Rome, and Rome had a moment with it had fell, but then Rome rose back up. You know, with the what they call the Renaissance, which happened between the 1300s with the Ottoman Turk Empire. But then, when America came to power, they officialized it by forming NATO and the EU and really try to join these European nations back together. Okay?
It says, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should
Now,
be
when
killed.
speaking goes and giving decrees out, because when he bring out this see it, there's going to be a decree. You're not going to have an option to say, no, I don't believe in that. I don't accept that. Because the penalty for not receiving it is going to be the death penalty. You know, and that's okay because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is going to be with us. He's going to protect us. And if a brother have to die for this, that's okay because we're going to be martyrs for the truth. And the Lord is going to raise you back up anyway. Yeah.
It causes all, both small and great.
So that's the speak. It's going to be a decree. You're going to be mandated. You see what they did with the jump shot? They're going to do the same thing, even worse, when they actually push the MOTB. Go ahead.
It says, it causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And
that word there, mark again, is the word kawadi. And the brother broke it down already, written on the word kawadi. And it means a decision. So what that mark is going to be something that's going to be placed within your skin. Yeah.
It's like Trump, like you just started off saying, like Trump making a speech that Apostle Paul brought out before even when he was running for president. We phrase it as a biometric visa. Bio means body, metric means measure. You know, so we're talking about something in your body is going to be, you know, in your body that's going to be having this writing from the doctor's partner. You to go to one place to another. You to be accepted in this activity or event or another. You know, even to the point of like you say buying or selling, buying food, etc. That's like the measurement.
What?
That's the measurement right there. That's right.
Yeah, biometric. Yeah. Metric is a measurement thing, or it means measurement. Yeah.
Bio is your body.
Right. Yeah.
So
body
you measure something, you really purchase something.
Right. Yeah. Oh shit. Measure. What's that? Revelation. Yeah.
Oh.
Measure. 6.
verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 306.
That's going to the 666 system. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna mandate everybody to take that TV or STM. And that's the time. See, that's the time approaching. And and that's gonna go into dangerous trouble. And that's gonna show who really believes and don't believe.
The word for in Revelation 13, causeth. Poieo. Poieo. It says to make, They ain't gonna ask you, hey, you want this? Or that? It's not gonna be like a damn, you got a snake salesman or a fucking guy coming to your door. He's selling you knives, a set of knives, and he's selling you a chip. Yeah, you want this? Nah, he's gonna make you. It's gonna be forced upon. Matter of fact, if you go down in this definition, it says to make one do something. You see? So it's not gonna be a choice. It's gonna be forced upon the people, and that's the time we're approaching. Just like you went into, an apostle went into, he brought up the video from Trump doing it. But you can go out throughout history, all politicians that were in the know, they all pushed that chip. When Sleepy Joe had one when he wasn't so sleepy. It was like I think it was like the late '90s, like around. It was like the '90s, early 2000s. He told the dude, "You will pass this," right? Yep. He was shook. He was like, even that nigga was like, "Oh shit." We had some my words. Yeah, it's crazy seeing Sleepy Joe with some damn. He can say a sentence. It's kind of crazy. But he was saying he said it way back then, showing you that this has been in the works for years, man. This isn't some conspiracy theory, man. It's an actual conspiracy.
I was gonna say just like during the pandemic.
Right.
They had them cards. You had to get those jab cards.
Yeah, them jab.
You couldn't do nothing without it.
Yeah.
Couldn't go to a restaurant to eat without showing your jab card.
Yeah.
Couldn't get on the airplane, travel without showing proof of your jab card. Couldn't work.
Yeah, couldn't go back to work.
To continue working at your job, you have to show the jab card. So, like you said, cause it means to make someone do something. Mandatory.
Yeah.
And so that's how it's going to be when Phoenix comes.
Yeah. Apparently, then they try and do that again.
I'm bringing it back.
Right, I seen the show. I don't know if y'all brother seen Redacted. They're pushing that in Europe. Yeah, Portugal.
You other 7
for the monkeypox. I call it the money pox, or the buddy pot, right? They're already pushing that in Europe. It's monkeypox. It's something else, some other stupid fucking disease that they're starting to push now in the media, right? But it's all a test to see how much the people are willing to do it, and the people are willing to do it, man.
Yeah, because they're being scared to do so.
Yep, they're being caused, right? They're being caused to do it, man.
Fear mongering.
For the EBC, European vaccination.
Okay, yeah, and it's gonna be the same deal. You can't travel, right?
Yep.
You can't. Yeah. You can only travel with that EBC card, man. Yeah. Matter of fact, I had it earlier. Yeah, bring that up. Was it 15 or 16? It's like 16. Which all goes into prophecy, man.
I got something real quick.
Oh, all right.
This Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Right, yeah. It says there is a way that seemeth right to a man, but the what? The end.
Right, that says, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof are the ways of death, man. right? So you can't really believe anything Esau says, man, because he might say it's for your benefit, but it's really to further enslave and kill you, especially if you want his side. Esau is so wicked and cruel. He don't give a damn about his own. He'll kill 10 of his own people just to kill one of us, the people on his side, man. They literally don't care about that. That's how wicked Esau is, man.
Well, yeah, he don't give a damn about anything, man. The scriptures talk about he'll come back to destroy him, to destroy the earth. You know, if you go into the BP oil spill.
Oh yeah, BDP. Yeah, I mean that was one big one.
Yeah, was that 2011, 2012
Right.
when that happened?
Right.
But you know, just to raise oil prices, they'll spill 100 gallons of oil in the ocean just to raise oil prices. You know, it's scarce of oil now and
Right.
it's spilled in the ocean.
Right.
You got to raise prices.
Yeah.
And they're already a $1 billion tycoon corporation.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't need any more money.
Yeah,
But
right.
again, going to your point,
Right.
they'll destroy the earth just to
Get more.
get more.
Yeah, for more gain, right? Like, here it is. The Most High already gave them the rulership of the whole earth, but they want more power.
Yeah.
You know? They just want more power. That's why I said, what's that? In Matthew 24, if this place were to go on another 10, 15 years, there won't be no Israelite left, man. That's why the Most High, that's how we know the Most High is going to make a move pretty soon, because he has to, man. Esau is a damn wild child, and he's destroying the earth. He's destroying himself. He's destroying all nations. You know? But,
What was that precept you just brought out? Yeah, I read it. Yeah, one more time and I'll back you up.
So Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And some of the things they use in is conveniency, medical outbreak, and how the world will benefit from it. But when Esau bring out things, it's not for the betterment of the world. It's usually to put people in a trap and to control.
yeah, or out of chaos.
I got you right back. This is Psalms 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah.
His words were soaked in oil, yet they were drawn swords.
Yeah, they were drawing swords, man. Right? The words, you know, oil is smooth, man.
Yeah.
Oil is a form of lubrication, man, right? When you're cooking, what do you use? You use butter or you use oil, right? Butter is a form of oil
To make it feel like stick in the pan.
Right. To make it non-stick, you know, it slides. You know, you got the right pot, you know, right? But that's the same way as Esau's words. It sounds good, right? That's why people are so deceived by Esau, because what he says sounds good, but it's easy. All you got to do is say, you know what? That's an Edomite, and everything he says is a damn lie, man.
Look at our strength in the room.
Right, the wicked are strange
Speaking
for the
lies.
speaking lies, and that's part of the downfall of our people. We don't understand or recognize our enemy, man. Our enemy is all nations, but the number one enemy are the Edomites, man. Right, and they're the most deceitful, lying, conniving, murderous nation ever created, man. You see?
It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
War was in his heart, man. So even if he says, oh, peace, what's that? Peace and safety, his true intention is murdering, man. He can't even help himself. Esau can't. Esau, he's a can't do right. Mr. Can't, you know? Esau, he can't be righteous, man. He wasn't created to be. He was created to be wicked.
Just like the scriptures say, the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Sure.
Right? Because I was going into that, like, if you want to learn the mercies of the wicked, we're at that state now. But even at this state, it may seem like everything's cool, nobody's getting harmed, but you are getting harmed because he's just drugging, poisoning the food, just lying to people's minds, creating 5G waves, destroying people's bodies and slowly destruction. I mean, this whole society seems like it's all right, but it's destroying people, man.
Hey,
And this is part of his mercy.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
still cruel.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we could go on for days
Yeah.
about the cruelty that nobody sees now. But,
Right.
you know, soon, you know, the Lord, not Jesus, the Lord, well, he's going to make it show his horn. We're in that time now.
Right.
With these something called draconian laws, austerity measures.
Right.
All right.
Fucking
But I was like, when you saw judges, certain crime, you know,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
goddamn death.
Yeah. For real. No, I mean, yeah. Most part, when it's at you, it's going to be a lot of stuff like that. But you don't see that in the laws of the Lord. You know what I mean? Yeah. What the fuck is this? That don't make no goddamn sense. 3 lifetime sentences. Yeah. You know? Like in the kingdom, it can be no holding cell. Judgment is going to be, you know, we're going to have, each king is going to be a judge. He's going to be, each Israelite man is going to be judged correct. You know what I'm talking about? But we can just say, I think there was another one that said a good point.
Or put you on death row here still picture.
Yeah,
But you gotta do 50, 60 years before you give you the
That's cool.
Oh, in solid, what's that? When you in yeah. That's what it took it. Yes, solitary confinement, man. That's like that'll make you mad.
Yeah.
Like that'll
Start
make
talking
you.
to
Yeah,
yourself.
you ain't like. We're not supposed to be in a fucking box with 20. No, that'd make you crazy, man. But that's what he does. He's a wicked, cruel creation, man. That's why I said he sits upon his bed, to pick up wickedness and say it verbatim. That's the Edomite.
Yeah, it's spirit of the Lord's episode, man.
Let's get it, yeah.
Yo, Lamont, you made me laugh. But that's the spirit. You made me remember what I was going to say. How many of you brothers heard about that Jake woman?
Oh yeah, that's don't chicken.
There was a woman. You heard about that? Yeah, that was the spirit, brother.
How many years they gave up?
Fucking 9 years. 9 years. I don't see that shit, right?
She was stealing Nah, she was basically stealing, like, when you do deliveries, she was stealing the chicken wings from the boxes and reselling them. And she made like a couple $1 on them. Yeah, and then basically she got locked up for like 9 years for just stealing the wings.
And it was she was like a cafeteria or something like that.
Right. The way they make it seem as if she just had just grabbed them all at one time. It hadn't been done periodically. They calculated it was the value of it, but and they had to put a nigga, you know.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Stealing chicken.
That's mockery, yo.
Yeah.
You're fucking making mockery. You see the fucking
He
insult,
gave
man?
9 years at that. Like,
For 9 years. Yo, there's a, I know you brother saw there's a football player. And if a football player would put in $1 million for her to get out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at the video, you read the comments, everybody, yo, this is fucking crazy, man. But then you got Edomites, you know what I mean, who fucking do extortion and certain things for $60 million and, you know, they get a year probation with it. You know the details.
and then
Yo.
you go ahead.
You had a Edomite couple that had a hand. I'm not saying totally, but they had a hand in people doing and going in stores and stealing shit. What they would do is some of them would go back to these Edomites for giving the products they stole, and they will go online and sell it. They made millions of dollars. They ain't get no fucking years. They got convicted. They ain't get no damn 9 years.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
worse than selling chicken, man.
Now, the woman that was doing that, she worked in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So now she ain't making that money. So see, that's the problem. He so tax the hell out the people and tax you to the point you either got to resort to crime or doing something illegal. Because the whole purpose of all you've been doing, making money on the side, because she ain't making enough. You know? And you look, man, I look at my chick sometimes, I be looking like, that's 50%. Like,
All that
they
fucking hard
chopped
work.
it up. And it's like you don't have a business partner. Like, if I get, let's say, $2, they get $1. Yeah. And you look like, come on, man, that extra bit of money, you could help you, pay your utilities, what do you got to pay? But you're forced to keep working, and some days do shit illegal, and they bring out the options. But it's all Esau for.
Yeah, everything.
That's what we're doing, like going back to the 80s, and 80s, 90s, the whole crack epidemic. Who was supplying drugs? The CIA.
Yeah.
Supplying drugs in the country. And they made it so the great drug dealers, they had drug dealers lock their ass up.
They put it in the hood.
Drugs they gave.
I was watching an interview with Freeway Rick Ross, and he was going into the whole town as he was buying from the CIA agent. He didn't even know that was CIA agent, but we got a recent interview right now. Like, yo, that's fucking wicked.
Entrapment, man. That's the devil, man. It sets you up. You know what I mean? Even that movie, American Gangster. They got so many movies on it. Well, what's his name? Frank Lucas. He was an informant. It's like,
I just want back on real quick. Just going into even someone said, so I Google, how does America make its money? It says the primary sources of revenue for the U.S. government are individual and corporate taxes. And taxes are dedicated to funding Social Security and Medicare. So basically, America's primary source of making money is taxing the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
that's why you want to see the new tax reforms that we got there. You know what I mean? When I was going to carbon tax, the carbon tax, there's all these taxes that breaking is illegal.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go, it's not even constitutional, man.
Because there's a difference between income and wages. Now, according to Esau's law, wages is supposed to be non-taxable. What is wages now? Wages defined as what a person earned from working, whereas you have income is what a corporation earned from doing business. So your wage will be non-taxable, but the way to get you on the contract. Because whether you realize it or not, you operate under that your name under all capital letters. You're not operating under a corporation. So anything that corporation earned it's income now. I got something real quick.
What's that? Cabinet?
Yeah, yours, man.
I forget, I haven't went through it. Is it like,
You said you,
Cabinet, I believe.
yeah, you Google it, name all capital letters. It's a Latin phrase. Now this Habakkuk 2 and 15. It says, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness.
that's Esau, man, all the way. You know, he'll like we're talking about, he'll give you something to make you think it's for your benefit, but yet it's really for your demise, right? And we'll be here for days describing all the examples. You know what I mean?
They have the gas station stop for you to stop at the gas station. They'll sell beer there. What the hell are you gonna do when you drink it on the road? You get in trouble. But why sell it at the gas station?
You know what they got number that says fucking tinted windows. I can't remember how many tickets I got for that. You get stopped for tinted windows, but then right down the street you get pulled over in front of the tinted window company. Then shut the tinted window company down. Don't fucking harass the civilians. You know what I mean?
In the same place, that tinted window is the same place they're gonna throw you for inspection. He found the term.
It's called capitalist evolutional maximum.
Okay.
Read, someone says,
I'll read it again. Habakkuk 2 and 15. It says, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, and that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
yeah, and while you're reading that, we can go through many examples, but the main way they make you drink of their, you can say philosophy, right, or buy into their system is really through the politicians, man. You know, to be a politician, you got to be warped in the mind, man. You got to be, not right in the street. You got to be wicked. You know what I mean? Because really these politicians are what? They're tools of the, you know, how should I say? They're tools of the elites, the one. You know what I mean? And what proves that is something called lobbying. All right? That should be illegal. The one. Here it is, whoever has the most money, we already know who has the most money, that makes it unfair. It's funding the people to be elected into office. So if one group of people have all the money, then who's going to be in there?
Yeah.
You know? So that's when you know that they choose your leaders, to going back to the scripture, to give you a drink, to give you certain, how should I say? Was it? Yeah, the water. Certain doctrines. Yeah. Trying to make you buy into to some kind of thing they make you think is going to benefit you, but you know it's not. You know it's not. You know, and ultimately, what's the politicians do? They're there to pass about you, make you buy into the system, and also to I lost my train of thought, but they're just there to make you buy into the system, and to accept them being ruled over your leaders, you know, as your leaders. You know, so basically, again, it's to give it your rights. It is, yeah, you know, they call it democracy, but we all know it's not democracy for the people. But they act like they're for you, but they're not.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, you know, when it's all said and done after their term, you know, you lost their job. You know, or you're paying higher taxes. You know what I mean? Or you're in a worse position than you were when you elected the damn Stephen up there, man. You know?
Yeah, I keep seeing these comments floating around about Kamala Harris, about all the things she's promised to do. Whereas she's already in office now and not doing none of the things she promised.
Yeah. And that's another thing. There's a bunch of brothers already know. A bunch of now sources coming out just saying all of a sudden she's running, and now you see a whole bunch of information on her supporting her. When you couldn't find nothing about that before, and now a lot of stuff is being deleted. You know, a lot of stuff about her. You know, she was one of those airhead prosecutors in Cali that was putting away people that were convicted innocent, man, and was still dealing them up. There's a documentary on one guy saying, yeah, Kamala Harris, you know, wrongly convicted, and she did. She laughed at it, something that fucking demonic laugh.
She was a nobody. She was married to Montel.
What's happening?
He took the side. She was mashed potatoes.
Yeah, she rose like I got this from Bishop Dr. Doctor. You know, she was out successful. Success. That's right. And then she knows it. You know, she looked like shit now, but back in the day, it looked somewhat decent. You know, she got into that role when she was in her mid to late 20s. And there was another dude in Cali who put her on.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown or Mike Williams or something like that.
Yeah.
William Brown, I think.
A certain politician actually bringing that out. I forget his name.
Oh, Judge Joe Brown probably still bringing him too.
No, we're saying it was actually a politician bringing it out. Back then, he actually said that. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know, you probably saw me in the YouTube where commercials always come up, and every time I laugh, they don't get old. And you know the little clip they show like, yeah, we gotta get radical. I'm radical. Like that. Anyway.
Kamala?
Yeah, there's a commercial for her. Yeah, that shit always got me dying, man. But she's a fucking, they call it like a wine mom, man. Like a wine mom, like always, like you see drunk and
Right.
always laughing.
Yeah.
You know, they probably told, I think Pastor R joked about it. He's like, they probably told her to tone it down with the stupid laughing, you know?
Yeah.
And, we were talking before, it seems hard to even say, but she's even worse than Biden, man.
Yeah.
Even when you hear her speech, it's cringeworthy. But, these are the dummies that you vote for, and you believe in. Especially the black Walrus, Bohemian black bitch, man. All right, that Walrus. There you go.
He said, Camelo, who's your favorite rapper? He said, Tupac. Tupac for her, she tries too hard to get the, so-called black demographic. And she don't want to have nothing new to me. But to get the nigga vote, I'm gonna say anything you want to hear.
People twerking at our events.
Oh,
you got
niggas started twerking.
Yeah. You gonna say that? You gonna
No, that's all I was gonna say.
Oh, okay,
Politics
yeah.
play off
Yeah.
play on black culture.
Yeah.
And Jake coming up, man, they alright, man.
Yeah.
They alright with me, man.
Understand us.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the name? They one thing. They not like us.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think one brother brought out Gabarba. I was cracking up. I think she was wearing Tim's or something. Tim's boots or something like that. And then they asked her something like, "Yeah, we in these streets."
Oh my God.
Some shit. But like you said, just plain, just plain Jake.
bro. Pandering.
Show you how
Jake
stupid
is
Jake is, man. You know what I mean?
Like a skit, man.
Yeah. But Jake falls for it, man. But then when you bring out this truth, to them, tell them who they are, they don't want to hear that. Matter of fact, I got one of my favorite scriptures to prove why Jake is the way they are. Because really, like the Lord said, He said, "You are your father, the devil." All right, and of your father you will do. Right? Because if someone could get Bible the shop, someone don't have none. Proverbs 17:4. That explains why, Jake, you got it?
Yeah, it's Proverbs 17:4. It says, "A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips,
That's right. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips.
and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue."
Again, Bible the shop.
Proverbs 17:4. It says, "A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips."
Yeah, so right away the Lord tells you through the Spirit the subject matter is wicked. A wicked doer, what does a wicked doer do? What is a wicked do? What does the wicked do? What said? A wicked doer what?
Giveth heed to false lips.
That's right there. Right there the Lord is telling you. Someone who's wicked, right? They're gonna, by default, they're gonna listen to lies. They're gonna listen to lies. They're gonna listen to false lips. All right? They're gonna basically listen to devils, right? Which you're proving through the Spirit are your politicians, man. Your society. Everybody that support this damn system, man.
It says, "And a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue."
You see, and the Lord reinforced it, man. Read that again, brother.
It says, "A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue."
And a liar, right? And a liar, that's someone. A liar is one of the is the wicked. And a liar giveth what? What does it say?
It says, "Giveth ear to a naughty tongue."
Giveth ear to a naughty tongue. So basically, if you're listening to these politicians, you're a liar yourself. We all know what lie goes back to. What devil? Diablo. The false accuser, false accusations. See, it's all the same. So basically which proves that what? Again, what's the actions of a wicked person? They listen to lies. So right there, that's what proves the nation of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You're all wicked, man, because you believe in Kamala Harris, dumbass, which Pastor Gabar did a show on the name Vibration of that, which means terrible, horrible. You know what I mean? And even people unknowingly, when you look at stuff, when people break down Kamala Harris, they always use that word, terrible or horrible. But they don't even know that that's what her name means. That only you brother snatched it. Like she's a fucking horrible leader, she's a terrible. Well, that's what she is, man. Yeah, that's an omen, man. You can't escape it.
Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goal.
Beautiful again, Brother Bashar. And after that, get 14:5 in the same chapter. But you can read that again.
This is Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word.
Yeah, so being simple is actually wicked too. The Lord didn't make us, goes back to Sodom, right? The Lord didn't make us, we're not supposed to be silent, stupid, bro. Because the laws of the Lord makes us wise, right? In the time of Solomon, in the time of our history, you had other nations that admired us, man, because of our how should I say, of our laws and how we kept ourselves. How esteemed we were, of our righteousness, even before the flood, right? We were known as giants in them days, right? Because of our godlike glory, But again, I'm sorry.
It says, the simple believeth every word.
Yeah, but the simple believeth every word. Someone who's stupid is going to believe everything.
But the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yeah, the water, man. So that's how you know a mark of righteousness when, that's why I always reference that precept to the apostles, because we could all speak for all of us, and they still do it. When the apostles bring out this word, or when they do the work, they always say, look, don't take our word for it, right? Look into it, do the research, right? So they encourage us to check what they saying, and that's being prudent, and one thing about this government, man, they're shown they're not trustworthy, man. So how the hell are you gonna believe anything that comes out their mouth? With the track record, especially that they have with our people, it's in your best interest to look into whatever they're telling you. Whether it be the mandate of the venom juice or the venom card, we'll say, the venom visa card, or any law that they pass in society, you gotta look into it, man. But proves to you that these people are fucking stupid, which ultimately, through the wisdom knowledge of the Lord, they're wicked, man. Because they just take everything and don't research it. Okay, yeah. They eat anything they want. You listen to anything they want. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it's no problem. But if you do your fucking research, you know what I mean? You'll find out. So, right, that scripture right there proves if you don't, and that's how the Lord designed it. If you don't look into things, you're wicked, man. You're stupid. It's wicked.
Oh, yeah. People are stupid, man. That's a damn curse.
Chris Ross said, nothing make a nigga more happier than not knowing.
I don't know that shit. Yeah. That's a good quote, man.
Man.
Yeah, they teach ignorance, man.
Jeremiah 4:22. It says, For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children.
46.
Right? Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish.
Yeah, my people is foolish. So the Lord's telling you. What's the attribute of Most High's people? They're foolish. They're stupid. They're wicked. That's and who's the most stupidest people? Not by nature, but by design, right? Technically, we're the smartest and brightest people in the world, man. The proof of that is when we came out of slavery. Jake was so eager to read and do things in a short amount of time after slavery. They were creating everything you see around us, man.
Yeah.
Everything you see around us, we're still learning stuff that we're creating. You know what I mean? It all goes back to Jake, but they've been dumbed down, man. And why? And at a perfect time. It's not like see, that's what proved the Most High's prophecy, man. It's not like we came out of slavery stupid as hell, and now we're getting smart in the latter days. Then we look like dummies, right? It's reversed. Out of slavery for a few hundred years until the 60s. What do you call that era? Civil rights. Yeah, civil rights, the water, segregation, right? That then Jake started to dumb down. You know what I mean? The downfall happened, and now look at Israel, man. Supreme degenerates. That's how proves we're in the latter days. That's what proves that. And who's the most degenerate? It's worldwide that our people are. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans come to the point. The whole world knows how stupid and wicked people are, man. There's certain documentaries I see in my algorithm. Is that Jake has a thumbnail saying like the most stupidest people of our black culture are the leaders now. It's like a thumbnail like that. Okay.
Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth. So like the brother saying, the righteous who was the righteous Israel. Okay? And what he was in a position, look, where he was on high, having a Lord's statue to be able to the Most High. For what? He's the wicked Esau. The other heathen nation always seduce Israel into following their ways and not the ways of the Most High. Okay? And that's what's happening unto this day. Like the brother mentioned, back in the 60s, and back in that time, men were born men, the women was born order, and had respect for their husbands and did their household duties and stuff. What Esau out of India with devices, different devices. And
Women's living show.
yeah, bringing in women's biz, the welfare system. Get with the system with men, welfare system, and men they can't be in the household. You know? So Esau strategically brought Jake down and took him out of that mindset of being that mindset of superiority. Superiority.
They called it the war on poverty. And so they were pushing the narrative that black men was protecting their family and it was not in the home. Now, the truth was, it was not in the home because black men had to travel further distance to provide for their family compared to the counterparts of the white men. They had to travel further distance, go to different states to bring the resources back home. So Esau took that and said that these men were not in the home, they protected their own family. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the welfare system, introduce the war on poverty, Lyndon B. Johnson, and we're going to give them benefits. But they must not have a man in the household to take these benefits. So the people understand that we Google this or YouTube this, you may find it, type of the psychology of fathers to boys and girls. And they realize that when you have an active father in a children's life, let's talk about the girls. We know about the boys, let's talk about the girls. Girls tend to date better men or choose better men, have a better respect and care for their bodies, you know, become more respectful, period. And they see the benefits what fathers do to their children, the psychological play on children. So Esau figured, let's remove the fathers, and what's going to happen is over time you have children that are degenerate. And after the 60s, like the elder brother was going into, that's when you enter to the 70s. Jake was alcoholics. Then they moved to heroin. And then they were smoking coke, they were sniffing coke. And then, you know, they introduced Ready Rock, they ended up calling it crack later when they started mixing the substance up. And then you had towards the 80s, you had a bunch of people high off crack, having children, dumping their babies in the garbage, you know, neglecting their care for their health, and neglecting everything. And then you had the 90s, it was just crack babies. Children that grew up with parents that was, children that their parents abandoned them, they were raised by their aunts, uncles, or whatever. There was no guidance. Then you had the nigga culture, nigga music, hip hop with NWA, and that became J culture.
That's all witchcraft. You bring it down too. You know? Because you went into the drugs and all that. You go into the drugs and pharmakia goes into enchantments, goes into witchcraft, warlocks, enchanting spirits, you know what I mean? And again, who administers that, man? Esau. You know, like the brother's breaking down, you know, there's plenty of sources to prove these facts, man. We'll be here for days describing that.
So we get Psalm 64, and quite a diligent search. And Esau have the U.S. Census Bureau, and he has statistics for everything. Statistics on black families, or single black mothers. Each year, they got statistics on everything. Black kids being born out of wedlock or outside of marriages. Esau studied this shit.
Yeah, they do. They do all right.
Oh, there you go.
They do all right.
This guy.
Look, from that spirit, I was thinking about that. Going in the 60s. When you were going into the 60s, I thought about that because I saw a documentary about the illegitimacy rate of births outside of marriage from the 60s to now, and it skyrocketed. And so-called blacks led in the illegitimacy rate. It's crazy, right? In the 70s, it was around 30%. Right? As far as childbirths outside of marriage. You fast forward to now, 2010s, blacks are number one. They are around 80, they're around 70%.
You know, it's probably went up. Right?
Yes,
the numbers going up as we speak.
Yeah, going up, yeah.
So it's up between 70 and 80% of Jake that is being born now is born outside of marriage. Because they don't understand the concept, or the black woman, I say the black woman, right? They don't understand the concept of marrying before you carry them. And they got all these different kids with different baby dads, and they're comfortable because they know they can get all these different funding from the government, all these different guys on different child support, living their best life.
You brothers probably saw that one video, that fucking bohemian black bitch. She was dancing at the food store because she got like a limited amount of food stamp money. It was like $10,000. She had like basically a limited supply. There's like certain amounts you get on your food stamps, right? But there's one that says unlimited. So it's like $10,000 or something crazy. So she can buy as much food as she wants. You know, and then she's with her kids dancing in the store and shit. You know, making a video about it. She's like, I don't need no man. I got 7 kids, got 7 baby daddies. What? And bragging about it, man.
That's a flex.
You know? Yeah, man.
And, you know, in the nigga community, they champion that lifestyle.
Yeah. That's what she was doing. You know, making her kids dancing, man.
But that's why the Most High is going to have to do an ethnic cleansing on our people. And women outnumber men, so majority of 2/3 is going to be women. You know, and the Most High has to do a cleansing. But this shit we see now is sad because the Most High created us to be holy people, righteous people. But now look what we have become: degenerates.
It's working.
Yeah. You read it more?
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as they have other races too, but blacks are top.
Niggas are the leading component of single parenthood, having children outside of marriage.
And then what happens is it repeats each generation because they think, okay, well, my mama went through it, you know, and look at me, I'm good, right? Not knowing you fucked up in the head and stuff, you know, but it repeats. You know, but Esau they do studies and they know this. That's why it's championed and pushed. You know.
Just to back you up, like you brothers speaking before the '60s, I believe the marriage of basically the so-called black family, they were outnumbered. There were more. The percentage of marriage between the black family was higher than Edomites. I forget the percentage, but it was like 80% of black households, so-called black people, they were married.
Right.
You know, so going back to your points, that was a problem, man. Because a lot of the stuff you see today with suicide, people committing suicide, people who fill up the jail cells, prostitution, murder, you name it, man. Over 70% of those people, what's the common denominator? No father in the house. No father in the house. You can look at any, and so that's really, they talk about how you fix America, that's how you do it. Oh, and get this, amongst all the countries in the world, right, America leads in the most fatherless, the fatherless nation. You got other nations that have 6%, 5%, 3%, 2%. Guess what America is, man? Let's take a wild guess for you. Damn, well, 23%, which is still crazy high. Basically, nobody's in the double digits when it comes to a fatherless nation or country compared to Babylon America, man. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. And going back to the point, who's the most fatherless people? Our people. Our people. You know what I mean? So, like you said, Esau studied that, man. When you got a father in the house, basically, even the stat is, even when a single mother compared to a single father, the stats show a single father, the outcome is the same as two parents raising a child, meaning that they go to school, they go to college, and they're respected, rather than and not go to jail and shit like that. So that shows you the power of father. And I always think about this. I always think about this, and you remember we bring it back all the way back to the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. Look at Look at the Heavenly Father who walked away from us. Now what have we become? You see? It's all connected. You see the power and the vibration of a father? So without no father, your children are destroyed. Without the Heavenly Father, we are destroyed, man. You see? But now we're brought back, now we're brought back to the Lord, right? Back to the Father, man. And that's how now he has turned his face back onto us through the Lord, Yahweh Shai. See, so all this the effects in the world and what you see today is all spiritual, but it all goes back to the Holy Spirit, man. The scriptures talk about how glorious a father is to a family. The glory of the children is their grandfathers. So this stuff to bring it out. Prove the spirit, man. Prove the scriptures.
And that goes to the scripture we brought out earlier that woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink. Like you look at his nakedness. Because the reason why Jacob had this certain thing is because Esau strategically set up Jake to live like this. And because all of this is all social engineering and setting up social constructs in Jake to think certain ideas of life is okay. Like you learn this, I'll give you an example of social constructs, right? As a kid, you see all these shows of elephant eating peanuts. Elephants don't eat no fucking peanuts. Right. Or monkeys eating bananas. Cat eating fish. These are all social constructs in your mind that Esau, he puts in your mind as a child, and you grow up with your mind shaped to think certain things are a certain way.
Trans, like the LGBT community, it's the reason why they're starting the schooling. They start that early in school now. Because imagine if that generation grows up, they'll be all fucked up. They'll think you can't define a woman. They'll think all type of madness, man.
They put elements of these concepts in different shows now. Genderless animals.
Right.
These different shows, kids shows now have same sex, love interests. They slowly indoctrinating these kids. Kids think it's okay.
Daddy, my parents.
That's sad.
And that's the image, man. That's the image of Revelation. That's the image of the beast, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64. I'm going to start from verse 1. It says, this is verse 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities.
Read it again.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
They encourage themselves in the evil matter. And he's like, read it one more time.
God, this is Psalms chapter 64, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
So these snares, they say privily or privately is these different attacks we got on Jake that Jake don't even know what's going on. Because there's a reason why you got the Section Red and Ice Spice. These industry puppets, because there's a lot of different forms of music, different forms of hip hop. You got the positive hip hop, but they push out the negative ones, and those are the ones that get signed and they get pushed because that's the mind frame they try to push towards Jake. Going with the child support system, the welfare system, So these are all shit that Esau is doing, but he's doing it in secret. He figured out ways to throw the rock and hide his hand, and without him being identified as the issue.
Verse 6. Yeah, but that's right. Just to back you up, you don't see, all basically at the end of the day, all music in the industry is wicked, but you don't see that music being put on the other nations, like
Taylor Swift.
I was about to say Taylor Swift. Hers is all positive. You can play that at little kids' party, movies, and it's all happy and fun. She's all so.
You don't gotta have a clean version of it.
Yeah. The water. There you go. That's the best way to say it. You know what I mean?
You gotta have the clean version. You gotta have the
Yeah.
radio version.
Yeah.
Even the clean version still be
Yeah, fucking off. Yeah.
still be kind of graphic.
Yeah.
It still be explicit.
I got the definition of commune. You have read that part again?
Time. Since Psalm chapter 64, verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Okay. So the definition of commune, it says to converse or talk together, usually with profound intimacy, interchange thoughts or feelings, to be intimate in communication or rapport. Right? So there. Go ahead.
Now the word, we get the word commune. Also we get the word common. Right? Because for them to come together, different nations, they gotta have something in common. And what they have in common is hating Israel.
That's right.
Ooh.
Give me a sec.
He said, what? Awesome.
Yeah, something. The etymology of commune, it says to share, have in common, associate with, tell stories, communicate, right? So, like you said, it's to have in common with,
That's right.
And their number one goal is to the downfall of this nation.
Yep.
Right? What else do they have in common? The Pringles.
Yeah, they all want to.
Right? So they have a lot of things in common that they want to achieve, right? But they constantly communicate with one another to create these what's that? Isaiah 10 and 1, right? To create these unrighteous decrees, right?
Yeah, to back that up, because all these nations are doing the same thing. The lockdown was a perfect example. You didn't see one nation down, now we ain't gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all bought into it. How the hell, I think that's never been seen before, especially with the mandates that come after it.
Yeah.
Because pretty soon, like we brought out the Venom Visa card is over there in Europe, and spreading all over the world. Social credit score systems and all that.
Yeah.
Once one country does it, everybody, so that proves, like we're saying, they all got a common goal in mind, which is what? The New World Order.
And then if you ain't, and if you don't, right?
You deemed,
you end up like President of Haiti, allegedly, right? They'll deal with you. I'll say that. If you're not down with their program, they'll deal with you. Just more to that.
Yeah, no, more.
Okay.
So,
Come on, man.
verse 6.
Last. That and one more. Get one more.
Get Psalm
Okay.
This is Psalm 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
In other words, they put research and they gather stats and put research together before they carry out the plan. But
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
deep meaning unsearchable. That's what you read this Psalm chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies is a tumult, and the tumult is an uprising. And the uprising is to come against the Lord's people Israel. That they that hate me have lifted up the head. That's talking about other nations. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. So for them to consult together with one consent, they got to have something in common. And what they have in common is that tumult they have against Israel. They are confederate against it. The tabernacle of Edom, so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs. The tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. Moab is so-called Chinese, and if I'm not mistaken, the Hagarenes fall under the different kings like the Baal and Ammon and Amalek. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Baal will be on this, I believe, chapter. The Philistines. The Baal and Ammon and Amalek. The Philistines with the inhabitants. Ammon is also Japanese. Amalek is of Esau, but it's on Moab of Esau. Also joined with them. That's still one of the certain. They have hope with the children of Lot. There you go. So that's all the nation coming up against us and trying to bring them down. So that's close. Go with the next week. Just to call line of the house.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem.
Shalom.